couple years. I was introduced to Unity as like a Unity youth, I guess you would say, in high school, grade 9. They did a Unity day in high school. I was like, oh my God, I want to be part of that. And now here I am. So this is pretty dope for me.
You regret that you never learned how to connect, so when a real person approaches you, only text fill your head, you're upset. That the thing that we're best at is disconnect. Disconnect between the ones around us. Disconnect between the ones that we were told to trust, because when there's a problem at hand, your hand playing hopscotch is your immediate plan. You'd rather speed text the person that got you vexed to sit down in front to find tones to collect. It disrespectful to be neglectful of the ones you crave the attention of. And it's quite coincidental that once you got the attention, you call peace like a dove, because the autocorrect you're used to can't correct the stutters you continue to utter because you don't have Siri to do any of this for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me a 4-swipe post with a surprise at the end, or a 14-second selfie video of yourself fresh out of bed, but if you can't comprehend what's just said to you without turning red, cheeks like the heels strolling down the yellow brick road, if you can't figure out where to go or how to get home, then how can you expect to do anything alone? As teens, they complain about being babied, but if babies can work our lifelines better than we could tell time on a 2-handed clock, then man, they're babies for real. Caught red-handed when we scissors and rocks, cause papers when we don't got our phalanges cramp up on the first day back, cause the unfamiliar Muslim, it feels like an attack. It's crazy how we're changing. Caring more about which bathroom we're in than checking if there's paper in the stall. We hyperventilate at the thought of our old fate, but we're actively changing our red heart rate. We're caring about the wrong things. Most of us don't feel like kings or queens in our own skin because we focus too much on who does or who owns tubs with buds and suds, possibly plural. That's common now. We built a common ground with stereotype as a secret word. We crave to be heard, but silence our own words is absurd. We contradict ourselves, using our phones as bells as the only way to find us, as the only thing we as humans can 100% trust. I know enough of you got something important to say, but the only one that's gonna hear it is your note app each day, or you use someone else's lyric to express what you got to say. It's crazy. We're such a loud crowd, but we rarely let our voices be heard. Nobody cares about your breakfast plate, which girl you currently hate. Nobody cares about the commas you've supposedly earned, or the newest trap song that you have now learned. Not when we can't name one character trait that you haven't yet used as clickbait. You regret that you never learned how to connect, so when a real person approaches you, only text to fill in your head, you're upset. That the thing that we're best at is disconnect. Thank you. Okay, I'm always nervous in Unity spaces. Got good nervous though. Okay. All right. Okay. She wants to empower us. She wants to be that voice that helps lift us off the ground, helps us learn how to use our identities and become the loudest sound in a room that demands for silence. She wants to be the walking figurine, the one that young mixed girls look at and say, that's who we want to be. She wants to be who they want to please. Her use of alliterations and similes, she strives to be a category that the housewife stereotype despises. She wants them to despise her because she's independent and a female. She can do things they always told her she couldn't. She can get dirty in the field and still cook up a good meal. She can multitask and write fast and get the grades and have a loud laugh. They hate that when we make noise. They want us to just put on the shelves like toys and not move unless told to be content with our circumstance and never give us a chance to do what we want. She wants to show other females that we have the power to do what we want. But if she's being honest, she doesn't feel like she can because it starts with her internally, and lately she hasn't felt independent enough to touch a mic and advocate for independence. It's tough. She feels like she forgot how to write, how to express, how to feel, and it stressed her out because it's the only way she's known how to heal. So if she's lost that, then she's got nothing. She can't pretend to be a figure to look for as inspiration when she's losing sight, causing her own complications in the talent room before being called. She wants to be the one that young females want to call when they need motivation, inspiration, foundation. It's much easier to uplift them. But she needs to learn how to treat herself like a friend, to empower her own mind before taking on the responsibility of another, because she is independent and powerful. Sometimes she might get under the weather, but she can still get dirty in the field and cook up a good meal. Empowerment is universal. Something she should remember. Just because it's a bad day doesn't mean that she's a pretender. Thank you. They were finally listening. They finally took a second to hear what she had to say that day. They paid attention. And this is the moment she craved. The minute she learned how to formulate a sentence, all she wanted was for it to be digested, to be chewed up and not spit out, but rather flow fluently without a sense of doubt. She wanted the eardrums around her to dedicate themselves to the tone she expressed. The feeling was intense, like Eminem, sweaty palms, and spaghetti sauce. She felt like she couldn't make it through, that the only way that she's created sound wouldn't pull through. The reaction told her, yo, this is exactly what you need to do. She was always the loudest one in the room, but never relevant enough to be referenced to. This sound told her that if she say it pretty enough, this art form told her that if you say it pretty enough, they'll listen. The whole way through, they will designate their eyes on the vessel spewing words, plant their hands in their lap, or stretch out their feet just a tap, because with pretty comes rhyme, and rhythm comes time, and a Caribbean bloodline, she couldn't help but turn her words into a musical chime. She stays a cappella though, so she can be heard. And although there's still a few that listen without speaking a word, she still anticipates a volume louder than hers. It's a normal she's still trying to find her way out of. She never wants to find her way out of this. That home on that stage, on that spot with that mic is her defining plot to the rest of her life. And if she's got a rhyme every time she has something on her mind, she'll do that. Throw some shade and a laugh. Because this art form told her that if you say it pretty enough, it'll create an impact. Dope. Okay.